Thank you for stopping by Carnivorous Plants Hub. Real quick before we get to this video, I just wanted to share with you that one day I have a dream of opening a carnivorous plant nursery in my community. You can support that dream by subscribing to my channel or giving my video a like. Any little thing helps. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks. Alright guys, thanks a lot for stopping by Carnivorous Plants Hub. I'm going to be repotting a Sarracenia Purpurea here for you today. I picked this guy up at Lowe's and I'm doing my best to save him. This was in one of those death cubes, so to speak. I know it's not a cube, but that's kind of what they're known as. These little guys that they come in. Most of these go to a home to die, mostly because the plants aren't in the best shape in the first place, and people are really unaware of how to take care of these. Because they have a little bit of special treatment, especially with their media and the amount of sun and stuff that they need. Also, a lot of times the directions on here are kind of iffy and don't necessarily give the whole story on how to take care of these guys. So I really am excited. I've had one of these in the past and it was really a successful plant. They're super hardy. They actually grow in the US as far up as Canada, as far south as Texas, so they're a plant that can survive in all different kinds of climates, which is pretty cool. They're very tolerant. They're kind of similar to Venus flytraps. They can survive a pretty harsh winter with a little bit of help, a little bit of insulating from you. Just paying attention to making sure that they have water when temperatures come above freezing, and then making sure that they have all the things that they need to stay warm in the ground. But I'm really excited to see if I can kind of bring this one back to life. It's a little dry, a little faded, doesn't look as healthy as it could be, but I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to help this one get back to where it needs to be. I'm going to go ahead and acclimate it to some sun a little bit more every day. I'm doing about 2 hours a day right now, so I'm hoping to kind of get it back up to the full sun that it needs. These guys need a lot of sun. They thrive with a lot of sun. They're really cool bug catchers. Bugs go down inside there. They fall down in there and get stuck inside of that little pitcher right there. These are a pitcher. And they just do a number on bugs. They capture probably actually more bugs than any of the carnivorous plants, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to repot into this guy right here to give him a fighting chance. For the soil media, I am using a perlite and peat moss mix. I also have some silica sand that I have in there. I did do a whole video on that mix, so check out the link above right there, so you can check out that and see how I mixed it. The jury's kind of out for what is the best media for this plant. I just told you what I'm using. You can also use a sphagnum moss and perlite mix. There's a couple other different medias that work really well. It's kind of up to you what you like to use. Like I said, I'll use this one, and if it doesn't work and it doesn't seem like the plant's going to make it, I'll definitely switch it up and try something different. I'm not too stubborn to try something different. If what's best for the plant is something different, then I will definitely switch to that. But so yeah, so it's got a little bit of moisture in there still, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of here, and then I'm going to fill that up. Real quick with the planter, we've been to a few different stores today and the planters are shabby. It's hard to find any planters right now for whatever reason. I did find this one. I don't normally like going with black because I think they draw a little too much heat, but this was what I had to work with, so this is what I'm going to use. If I feel like it's getting too hot, then I'll go out and get a different one or buy a different one on Amazon. Normally buy most of my planters on Amazon, but in this situation I kind of had to do what I had to do. Make sure you're using a plastic container, or you can also use a ceramic, as long as the ceramic is coated throughout the entire thing, the glazed. Make sure that it's not the porous stuff on the inside. You can also use resin. Resin containers are good. It's basically just a thicker plastic, and sometimes they make some really neat like shapes and different things that people like to put their plants in. But this plastic guy is what I'm using. So okay, I went over the media, the planter. I think that's everything. We talked about the Sarracenia a little bit, Sarracenia Purpurea. So let's go ahead and get this guy moved into here. And I'm going to throw this camera on a tripod real quick so that I can free up my hands. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the media into here. Make sure that your pot has holes. I'm gonna cover that hole real quick here, so I have that third hole available to use for drainage. Let's go ahead and get this filled up. Actually hoping that I don't run out here. I'm actually getting really low on media. Uh-oh. I have to do a quick cut. Make a little bit of this up. Let's see what we got here. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Alright. Got to do a real quick cut. I'm gonna mix just a little bit of this back up and then I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's good. If need be, I can do another quick cut here and make a little bit more, but so there we go. So let's go ahead and get this guy out. Start up the process of saying, we'll go ahead and squeeze the edges. Grab the plant. This one's not wanting to come out. There we go. Alright, look at those roots. Okay, let's start peeling away some of this old moss here. I'm going to push it back just a little bit. Get rid of some of this old moss here. Some of the roots there. There's a nice root. The moss is really thick. Just be patient, guys. Don't be in too much of a hurry. It'll come off. Once he realizes that he's being rescued, he'll cooperate with you. Okay, look at that. Oh yeah, there we go. Beautiful. There's some nice roots. There we go. It's a nice little, uh-oh. I'll lay him down real quick. So I'm gonna get as much of these roots as I can. Go. You guys still see that? There we go. These roots go pretty deep. This one has a lot more roots on it than the Penthes did. Look at that. Yeah, just be real patient, guys, because it's really easy to tear these. So let's see what we got so far here. Oh yeah, here we go. Real gentle. Okay. Now you're not going to be able to get all of this off. I like to get as much of it as I can, but I also don't want to get so much that I'm going to sacrifice the plant. Or rip too many of the roots or whatever, so just get as much of it as you can. If you leave a little bit of moss, it'll be fine. I don't like to leave too much moss on here because you just don't really know where the moss has been, but I think I'm gonna call that here. Maybe I'll get a little more off up here for you. This stuff here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, let's move all this aside. A little more of this off here. I don't want to do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole one here. Take the popsicle stick and make sure that those go all the way down in there. Those covered up. So this is going to require maybe a little more media here. I don't think that's full enough. Give me just a second. I want to make just a little more. Okay, and just like that, we have a little bit more media. I'm just going to put a little bit more in around it here. Chance to kind of pack it down just a little bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. Go. Okay. And there we go, guys. Check it out. I like it. Okay, let's grab the camera. Actually, real quick before I grab the camera, let's go ahead and watering here. It's had a very long and stressful, however long it's been in that media, so let's go ahead and give it a nice good drink here. I'm getting a little low on water in my guy here. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. Very, very nice. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Hopefully we can give this Sarracenia Purpurea a chance at life here. We're going to go ahead and probably give them the same treatment as we do the Venus Flytraps. Lots of sun. At least it will get lots of sun eventually. Right now we're still trying to acclimate it. But once we get it acclimated, we'll probably be doing 6 to 8 hours worth of sun, and we'll really get this guy growing, see if we can get some bugs caught. If you guys thought this video was cool or helpful, if you could subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. I have a dream of one day opening up my own carnivorous plant nursery, and this is just kind of something that I'm doing as a means to try to help me train and understand these plants better, and you know, make sure that I can handle this stuff before I start selling to the public. But if you could give the video a like or subscribe to my channel, all those things are just so helpful to me. I would appreciate it more than you could probably ever understand. It just means the world to me. And yeah, check out my website at carnivorousplanthub.com. You can check out, I have a whole bunch of written content there. This was my attempt at saving this guy. I didn't really have any plans on buying any carnivorous plants right now. So this is all kind of a last minute thing. I just found these guys in the stores and I've been writing about them, so I kind of got the itch and wanted to take my shot at saving these guys. So probably not the best way to get back into it. Probably should buy from a reputable grower, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? You see these plants and you want to save them, and now I've got the carnivorous plant bug, and I'm sure a lot of you out there understand what I'm talking about. I'll probably start buying these things left and right now that I got the itch that is never scratched. I think it looks a lot happier. What do you think? Inside of this guy, like that, versus here we are. All right, thanks guys.